Sanjana Shah and I'm the creative director of the Art Gallery. We have a very interesting exhibition going on right now in collaboration with Rad Art Media, and it's a photography show, but photography that looks very, very much like abstract art, and the artist is Mr. Shrinivas Gadre. We are here today to do a walkthrough together and wanted to speak a bit about the technique that he uses because it is extremely unique. It's something that he calls abstracted reality, where it's real life photography with no filter, no edit, nothing digitally done to it, but is capturing something that is unbelievable and cannot be imagined or seen by the human eye. So it's used by seeing through a microscope. So very interesting stuff ahead, stay tuned. I would actually like to invite Radhika first to say a few words before we begin about meeting this artist and introducing me to Gadre. Thank you so much, and please tell us a bit about your experience.
So thank you, Sanjana, for the lovely introduction. So basically, I met Mr. Gadre 2 years back. I'd gone to a friend and he messaged me, Radhika, can you just drop by my place? So it's like, okay, I'm in the vicinity, let me just come by and check your work. So when I went there, I was expecting, when he said like he does photography, he'd shared a few pictures over WhatsApp. So what I had seen, I did not believe them to be really photographs. I thought, okay, this must be something manipulated, something AI or something like that. But when I went there, I actually went through his process and saw his works all framed in his studio, which is like a really beautiful place. It was very awe-inspiring. The reason being not just the process, but the output. Output is what mattered to me more because it connected directly to my soul, to my mind, and even, I remember I spent, I think, good 3-4 hours with him during our first meeting, and even when I went back home, it kept on running in my mind. I just could not take my mind or my heart out of it, and that is when I was like, no, I have to work with him and I have to take this artist outside and let the world know about his work. Fortunately or unfortunately, when we had met, his work was just limited to his studio space, and I am very fortunate, very glad that I could bring it before the world, obviously through Sanjana and Tao Art Gallery.
Very interesting exhibition because it's photography but it looks like art. It's a very unique technique which I would like Mr. Gadre to explain a bit further before we begin a walkthrough of the exhibition and of course both of our favorite works.
Yeah. Basically it's a microscopic photography of stone slabs, and some of the stones are translucent, some of the stones are opaque.
Okay.
So I use different kinds of light to extract some meaning out of them.
You have a little piece here. Let's go and see the actual device and tool that he uses to create these beautiful photographs.
See, this is a typical stone, what looks like the stone skin. Okay, but the moment you open it, okay, the internal beauty, what we call in Marathi antaranga, okay, and then what I do, this is called as agate. The 90% of my work is from stones from Maharashtra and Madhya Pradesh. This is a typical stone slab, okay. It can be translucent or opaque, and then I pass the light, okay, either transmitted light or reflected light. This is a microscope. I use various magnification levels for my compositions, and I take the photo, okay, and then the photo is further processed in Adobe Photoshop and then printed on either on archival grade paper or canvas. Most important part is the composition, because finally when a framed art a viewer sees, he says exactly what is happening in my thought process, so that thought is reflected through my framed art.
Okay, shall we come this way to the first wall? It is the black and white wall with some beautiful works captured in monochrome. I think we begin with the stop work here. And could you tell us a bit more about this composition?
While I was composing this art, I thought that a forest has come in front of me.
Yeah.
It was like a eureka moment. And while I was composing, I thought that this is like a watercolor effect.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Actually, that's
what they
something
call
I
as
feel
wet on wet.
Yeah,
Huh.
exactly.
And in this composition, there is a balance because of this small part and the white part.
And that
Huh.
looks like a bird flying.
Bird flying
to me.
also, yeah.
It's too beautiful. It's literally like a landscape.
And all my frames are absolutely the way I have seen. There is no manipulation.
Yeah, and that's the beauty that this
And
is naturally there.
as an, I take some artistic freedom to convert into either into black and white or retain the original color. So in this frame, the stone was having a pale brown color.
Yeah.
So when you remove the color, I think it becomes more emotive.
Amazing. Which other black and white work stands out for you personally in
For
this
me,
world?
this one,
Yes.
then this one,
Okay.
this one also is very simple. Okay.
And tell us a bit about this one,
Yeah.
which looks like two figures hugging.
Yeah, bigger okay.
It's very
So
interesting.
basically, this is a stone from Austria. It is called as Pinolith jasper. Okay, this stone is near about black and white only, and this is a very my recent work. From the same stone slab, I got that frame, which I call as Swarupa. Okay, and also
It's a Ganesh.
Ganesh, Swarup. And I was checking this stone again, same stone, and in one corner I found this. And so there is no reason why I didn't found it earlier.
Yeah.
So it depends upon your mental state at that time and what I am visualized. So I visualized a couple embracing each other.
No, this looks extremely like
Yeah.
that. It's amazing. Looks like a figurative piece of
Figurative,
art.
yeah.
And that looks very, very much like Ganesha.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Because Ganesha is a free form, you can
absolutely.
project the way you want.
Absolutely. So do you think that these forms naturally exist in the stone, or it's
They
a matter of
exist.
perception?
They exist.
They exist.
It is only that through composition you remove the unwanted elements
Yes.
and show the viewer what exactly I would like to see.
Beautiful. Okay, let's move to some colors
Yeah.
now. This is one of my favorite works in the exhibition because it really reminds me of like Leh Ladakh landscapes,
it is.
mountain.
I-
And I love this line
Yes.
of
So
color.
while composing, this was a little bit difficult initially. I had been to Leh Ladakh for at least 6-7 times. So what I thought that while composing, there is a temple over there.
Oh,
Yeah, and you know in Ladakh they put this prayer
Flags, yeah.
prayer flags.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a string. Okay, and that in that prayer flag there are small subsections.
Yeah.
So each contributes a specific meaning.
Yeah.
So I thought that there is a prayer flag you can dancing in the wind. Okay, and if you look at it carefully, you can see so many ridges of the mountain ridges
Yeah.
are there, and you know I think it's a dream of every artist to have a minimalist approach in his
Yeah,
work. So
absolutely.
here this is the minimalist approach.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Let's move forward. So here we have a lot of vivid colors. We have these
Yeah.
blues. Now these are natural blues.
These are
Nothing has been filtered or
No,
tampered with.
no.
It's stunning. It's stunning. How has this color naturally come in this?
This is an agate, Indian agate.
Indian agate.
When I took that slab in hand, I could see a small 2x3 mm blue spot.
Okay.
Okay, and when I started looking through the microscope, okay, this came out. Again, I said, okay, it's a eureka moment when you see something like this. And this reminded me of the forts in Maharashtra Konkan region.
Yeah.
You know
yeah,
how those
yeah.
forts
Of
are.
course. It looks like a coral reef. It
Yeah,
looks like.
something, yeah. So you can have various interpretations.
And that's the beauty. That's the beauty
Yeah.
of Gadreji's work,
And-
because there are so many interpretations open to the viewer to experience,
Right,
to understand.
right.
It's not at all. It's abstract art, but at the same time, it's extremely real because it's exactly how it is in stone, and it's real life photography. So that's the beauty and the sort of contrast it has.
I define my art like abstracted reality.
Abstract
So this is
reality,
reality. This is the
exactly.
nature, Mother Nature.
Absolutely, absolutely. And this work especially has some very interesting fluorescent colors.
Yes.
So I love this work. It's
Yeah.
actually on our window. It's like a showstopper
Yeah.
piece.
So basically, this signifies a force, okay, which is hidden inside that stone slab, and all these colors, this looks like a brushstrokes, okay, and
It looks like an acrylic painting.
yeah, it looks like acrylic painting,
Yeah.
and you can derive so many meanings, apart from the main subject, even from the blue
Yeah.
and the orange shade.
It has a lot of movement, right?
There is a force, there is a force.
There's definitely like a tangible feel
Yes,
of
yes.
Yeah, it's very interesting for me, even after having this exhibition for a month, to realize that these are all naturally found. So how incredible and amazing nature is, right? It's a wonder. It's really a
Actually,
wonder.
when you get such kind of friends, I think I feel that you become more humble. That so many hidden beauties are coming, and I could get that slab, so I feel lucky.
I agree.
Yeah.
Okay, lovely. So let's move forward to I think towards some different treatments. Like this is a very unique piece, I think, the
Yeah.
exhibition. It has a lot of texture to
Yes.
it, and it reminds both of us. We discussed this of an artist that we work with, Ravi Mandlik. He does these beautiful acrylic paintings, and this looks exactly like that, but completely naturally found in the stone, with the texture and the colors and the shading. So, what is so special about this piece?
I've been collecting stones for last 6-7 years, and this is the first time I could get a stone with white. Huh.
Yeah.
And in white, you have blue, orange, red, and I thought that this is an abstract landscape. Huh. And there was this orange patch
Yeah.
which has balanced the whole frame.
Yeah,
Huh.
but it
Yeah.
completely works. Completely works. It's like a galaxy feel.
It's a
for
galaxy
me.
feel. It is a
Yeah,
galaxy
right?
feel, yeah.
Yeah. The cosmos.
Cosmos, yes.
So I mean, there's a deep philosophy in your work. I think it's more than just capturing this because it's aesthetic or looks
Aesthetic
good.
sense comes by practice.
Yeah.
But I think I would say it's more spiritual.
Spiritual,
Yeah.
exactly. No, I definitely feel like for the viewer, works like this, really, you can stand in front of it for hours and experience it and see it in different ways. And most importantly, as you said, it's humbling to realize that this is naturally present in nature. And the reason that the title of the show is Infinitesimal to Infinite is because it's from the smallest, minutest scale to the most maximum scale of the universe, right? There are these patterns, these colors, these synchronicities that are found, which I think is brilliant and really has been brought out well by Gadre. Okay, move forward here. This is, again, one of my favorite works,
Yeah.
because I feel like it's a little window looking
Yeah.
out at a landscape.
So there is a landscape within, and this is a little bit more mysterious.
Yeah.
How this shape was available to me
Yeah.
because of the composition and the color
Yeah.
and the range of color.
It's a beautiful work. It's a beautiful work. It's lovely. Definitely one of my favorites. Do you have any favorites? Or are you
No, I think
it's very tough for
all
you?
are mine, yeah. But this used to be this is still my favorite.
Yeah.
Because again, what we call as a minimalist approach.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So,
And the shades and
shape,
those
yeah.
sort of like.
So
Yeah.
what you see over there is a micro crack which is not fully open,
Oh.
and when you pass the light, the shadow is there.
Huh.
Okay, so you cannot create any light effects in this small size because this size is actually around 1.5 mm by 3 mm. So you cannot create a light effect, but what you get is what is there. Ah. And simple minimum colors. It is very, for me, this is very emotive.
Lovely. Well, this has been really nice. To experience this exhibition with you. It's always nice to have the artists
Right.
who walk through along with the curator, because that gives you a lot of perspective on how we are engaging with the art and also how this kind of stuff should be engaged with, because it is a very unique medium. In my few years in the industry, I haven't seen something like this. I've seen a lot of photography, I've seen a lot of art, but this is like bridging the gap between the two in a very unique way with a tool that's been developed entirely by the artist, which is fantastic and something extremely interesting to see. And I hope a lot of people have more awareness that these kinds of techniques exist, that this kind of experimentation should be happening. It's been a pleasure. Thank you. Thank you very much.